When most people think about body fat, they picture the fat they can see or pinch under their skin. But there's another type of fat that often goes unnoticed, yet it's the one doctors are often most concerned about. It's called visceral fat. Unlike the fat just beneath your skin, visceral fat is stored deep inside your abdomen, surrounding important organs like your liver, pancreas, and intestines. And while you may not even realize it's there, too much of it has been linked to a higher risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, fatty liver disease, and other serious health conditions. The good news? Visceral fat responds remarkably well to healthy lifestyle changes and is often one of the first types of fat your body begins to lose. So, what exactly is visceral fat? Why is it so different? And what can you do to reduce it? Let's take a closer look. First, not all body fat is bad. Before we talk about visceral fat, it's important to understand that body fat isn't the enemy. Your body needs fat to insulate you, store energy, produce hormones, and protect your organs. The problem isn't having body fat, it's where some of that fat is stored. Most of the fat on your body is subcutaneous fat, which sits just beneath your skin. It's the fat you can pinch on your arms, legs, or around your waist. Visceral fat is different. Instead of sitting under the skin, it surrounds your internal organs deep inside your abdomen. Because of its location, it behaves very differently than subcutaneous fat. Visceral fat is surprisingly active. Many people think fat is simply stored energy, but visceral fat is much more active than that. Scientists now know that visceral fat functions almost like an organ of its own. It releases hormones, inflammatory chemicals, and other substances that can influence how your body works. When visceral fat accumulates, it can contribute to chronic, low-grade inflammation throughout the body. Over time, that inflammation may affect your blood vessels, liver, pancreas, and other organs. This is one reason why visceral fat is considered more concerning than the fat stored just beneath your skin. Why too much visceral fat can be harmful? One of the biggest concerns is its relationship with insulin resistance. Normally, insulin helps move sugar from your bloodstream into your cells, where it's used for energy. But excess visceral fat can interfere with that process. As cells become less responsive to insulin, blood sugar levels may begin to rise. Over time, this can increase the risk of developing prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Visceral fat has also been associated with higher blood pressure, unhealthy cholesterol levels, fatty liver disease, and an increased risk of cardiovascular disease. Of course, having visceral fat doesn't guarantee you'll develop these conditions. Many factors, including genetics, lifestyle, sleep, and overall health, play important roles. But reducing excess visceral fat is one way to support better long-term health. Could you have too much visceral fat? Because visceral fat is hidden deep inside the abdomen, you can't measure it simply by looking in the mirror. Even people who appear relatively slim can carry excess visceral fat. However, there are a few clues that may suggest higher levels. A larger waist circumference is one of the strongest indicators. Fat that collects primarily around the abdomen, sometimes described as an apple-shaped body, tends to be associated with more visceral fat than fat stored around the hips and thighs. Your doctor may also look at other markers, including blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol levels, and overall metabolic health. The only way to accurately measure visceral fat is through medical imaging, such as a CT or MRI scan, but these aren't necessary for most people. Instead, healthy lifestyle habits remain the most effective approach regardless of the exact amount. Here's the encouraging news. Unlike some health conditions that take years to improve, visceral fat often responds relatively quickly to positive lifestyle changes. Even modest weight loss has been shown to reduce visceral fat significantly, and the benefits go far beyond appearance. Reducing visceral fat may improve insulin sensitivity, lower inflammation, support healthier blood pressure, reduce a strain on the liver, and improve overall metabolic health. In other words, changes happening inside your body may be even more important than what you see on the scale. So, what's the best way to lose visceral fat? Number 1. Focus on overall weight loss. You can't choose exactly where your body loses fat first. Unfortunately, spot reduction doesn't work. Hundreds of sit-ups won't specifically burn belly fat. Instead, creating a modest calorie deficit through healthy eating and regular activity allows your body to gradually reduce fat stores, including visceral fat. Number 2. Prioritize protein. Protein helps preserve muscle while losing weight and keeps you feeling fuller for longer. Including quality protein sources like fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, beans, lentils, tofu, poultry, and lean meats can make healthy eating more satisfying. Protein also has a higher thermic effect than carbohydrates or fats, meaning your body uses slightly more energy digesting it. Number 3. Eat more fiber. Fiber is another powerful tool. Foods rich in soluble fiber, such as oats, beans, lentils, apples, berries, flaxseed, and vegetables, help support fullness and may contribute to healthier blood sugar levels. People who regularly consume more fiber often have lower amounts of visceral fat compared with those who eat very little. Number 4. Stay active. Exercise is one of the most effective ways to reduce visceral fat. Walking, cycling, swimming, and other forms of aerobic exercise can all help. Resistance training is equally important because maintaining muscle supports a healthy metabolism during weight loss. The best exercise is ultimately the one you'll continue doing consistently. Number 5. Prioritize sleep. Sleep often gets overlooked. Poor sleep has been associated with increased appetite, weight gain, and greater accumulation of visceral fat over time. Most adults benefit from aiming for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Number 6. Cut back on sugary drinks. Sugary beverages provide calories without making you feel very full. Replacing soft drinks, sweetened coffees, and sugary juices with water, sparkling water, or unsweetened tea is a simple change that can reduce excess calorie intake. Number 7. Manage stress. Chronic stress raises cortisol, a hormone that may encourage fat storage around the abdomen in some people. While eliminating stress isn't realistic, activities like walking, meditation, spending time outdoors, or simply taking regular breaks can help improve overall well-being. Visceral fat may be hidden, but its effects on your health don't have to be. The encouraging part is that you don't need expensive supplements, detoxes, or extreme diets to reduce it. Small, sustainable habits, eating a balanced diet, staying active, getting enough sleep, managing stress, and maintaining a healthy weight can gradually reduce visceral fat while improving your overall health. Remember, the goal isn't just to lose weight, it's to build a healthier body from the inside out. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the Daily Health Edit for more nutrition and wellness videos, and we'll see you in the next video.